Hey, my amazing crew. Here I am. Tune in, right? We're going to do some review of equivalent fractions. Okay. You need to pay attention. You need to make sure you're sitting up straight. You need to focus. You got this, okay? I am going to tell you that the other day on Amber and Autumn soccer team, the team scored a total of 6 goals. Let's say that I wanted to find out how many Amber scored out of the entire team. So I'm going to put that as a fraction, nice and simple. 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6, or 4/6. Now, let's say I challenged you to find an equivalent fraction to 4/6. Remember, I taught you that whatever you do to the numerator, you need to do to the denominator. Actually, I didn't teach you that. Your 4th grade teachers did. I'm proud of you for remembering. I'm going to keep it very simple. I am going to choose the number 2. I'm going to multiply 4 times 2, which equals 8. And then I'm going to multiply 6 times 2, which equals 8. If I multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number, I'm going to get an equivalent fraction. Something really cool that you can also do is if you notice that the two numbers are both even, you can divide by the number 2 and also get an equivalent fraction. So if I take the number 4 and I divide it by 2, and I take the number 6 and I divide that by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. I can see that 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6, which is also equivalent to 8/12. Now I'm going to prove it to you. I have 3 boxes here. They are all the same size. However, they're partitioned differently. I'm going to start with 2/3. If I wanted to shade 2/3, I can see that this is partitioned into 3 equal parts. I am going to color in 2 out of the 3 boxes, okay? The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fraction 4/6 and I'm going to shade that. I notice that this square is partitioned into 6 equal parts. I am going to shade in 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 6. I already noticed that this picture is equivalent to this picture. I just partitioned them differently. Let's try it with the 12ths. Here's the box that is partitioned into 12 equal parts. I want to shade in 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 12. Based on the picture, you'll notice that 8/12 is equivalent to 4/6, which is equivalent to 2/3. Always draw a picture. That will help you a lot. So now you need to understand that equivalent fractions is your basis for adding and subtracting fractions. I think that you all are pretty good with this because you already know whatever you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator. So now let's take this number 4/6 and let's say that I wanted to add 2/3 to that number. Maybe the other team had a person who scored 2 out of 3 goals and we were just trying to compare stats. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to try to find the LCD, which stands for least common denominator. Most of you might be able to do this in your head. 6 and 3. Well, just in case, 6 and 3, let's list our multiples, okay? 6, 12, 18, come on, do it with me, 24 and 30. 5 should be good. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. I'm then going to try to find the least common, which in this case is the number 6. Well, that makes this part really, really easy because I already know that 4/6 is equivalent to 4/6. Now I'm going to make my denominator 6 so that I can make an equivalent fraction to 2/3 because I need to have the same denominator when I add or subtract fractions. So now what I'm going to do is I can't just make up a number here. I have to figure out what am I going to multiply this by to get this number. You know your math facts and you know that 3 times 2 equals 6, right? Whatever I do to the denominator, I need to do to the numerator. 2 times 2 equals 4. In this case, I have 4/6 plus 4/6. Now, you're really smart. You know that it's not 8/12 because I am going to keep the denominator the same. But I am going to add my numerator. 4 plus 4 equals 8. My denominator stays the same, which is 6. Now, most of you are probably thinking, I'm not satisfied with that answer. I know that 8/6 is an improper fraction because my bigger number is on top. So now you have to figure out how to change an improper fraction to a mixed number, but you don't have to figure it out because I've already taught you that. So did your 4th grade teacher. In your Monday folders, your classwork graded assignment will come home that you did the other day on changing mixed numbers to improper fractions and improper fractions to mixed numbers. I was really pleased with those. I think that you have a good handle on that. You should be proud of that. You know that I need to take 6 and divide it into 8. You know that 6 goes into 8 one whole time. And then I have 2 left over. Okay, I have 2 left over to get that 8, which is 2 as your numerator. Your denominator, stays the same, which is 6. 1 and 2, 6 could be the simplified fraction. But wait, some of you are saying, no, it's not the simplified fraction. You know that 2 can also be divided into 6 and itself. So you're going to take that fraction, you're going to keep that one whole. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 divides into 2 one time, 2 divides into 6 3 times. And your real deal simplified fraction is 1 1/3. I think you have a very good handle on equivalent fractions. I hope that you have even a better handle on it now because I really want us to move forward with adding and subtracting fractions, and I want us to feel confident about it, and I want us to feel really good about it. So please continue to pay attention. Please make sure you're focused, and please draw pictures, draw boxes, so that you can prove that your answers are correct. You got this. You can do this. See you next time.